Hello. I'm late. I'm late this morning. Good morning, though. It is Friday, October 10th, and it is 10 after 10, and I am late to work. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? A little bit of roll for inspo, a little bit of exciting stuff. Actually, so it's worth mentioning. Don't look at how messy my desk is. Don't look at it. Okay. This bad boy is now filled up to the last page. Yep, that's it. It's the very last page. So today, that means we're cracking open a brand new sketchbook. Let me grab it. Ha. Here we go. Brand new. We're going to be getting into it. This is a Royal Talons Art Creations sketchbook. That was what the last one was as well. I just got a fun new color. And we are going to be breaking it open. Maiden Voyage. Hey there, Ellen. Good morning. Running a little bit behind today. But no matter, I am very excited about this. There's nothing quite as exciting as breaking into a brand new journal or sketchbook. Just a blank something. Oh, so this is actually something that not everyone necessarily knows. I want to show you how to properly open a brand new spine on a brand new book or sketchbook, anything with binding, really. So the very first thing that you want to do, and the reason why there's a correct way to do this is because if you do it the incorrect way, it's not like your book's going to fall apart right away. It's just going to cause more damage to the spine, which could end up meaning that the binding fails later down the line. Doing it properly just ensures a little bit more longevity. And I want these bad boys to sit on my shelf for the rest of my days. So I guess so first I have upright like this, and I'm just going to put each cover down. Just kind of getting both of those covers down. And then we're just going to go and get a few pages on each side, laying it down, letting the binding kind of relax into an open position rather than just cranking it open in the middle. Now, is this like strictly necessary? No, probably not. But like I said, I want this to, I want these books that I fill up to last for decades. I want them to be able to be flipped through for years and years and years, even years after I'm gone. That would be neat. And so little things like this can't hurt. I'm just kind of going like 10 pages at a time until I reach the middle. There we go. She's open. Now I'm just going to take a customary sniff. You can't have a new book or journal or sketchbook without taking a great big sniff, It's necessary. All right, now let's get things started, shall we? I'm actually going to start on the left page here. And what do we have today? What's our weird animal of the day? Do I have this somewhere? Yeah, there we go. Today we have a hyena or African wild dog plus a blue-tongued skink. All right, we can do that. Ellen, I didn't know you lived in Kansas. Did I know that? Surely we must have talked about that. But you learned how to open books properly in the 3rd grade. They did not teach that to me. That's really cool, though. Stuff like that ought to be taught more often. Just like, I don't know, basic, just little things like that. It doesn't have to be like a whole lesson or anything. It's just those little things you pick up along the way, you know? All right. Maybe a little bit of that. Okay. You have a sketchbook you've never opened. Also pink, but more pastel. Nice. This one I'd say is like a kind of like a coral. Okay, let's date this. Okay. Lived in Manhattan, Kansas for a year. Ah, yep. Military kid moving around. There's bases in Kansas. That makes sense. I'm going to pull up a reference photo for a hyena because the last time I tried to draw a hyena, I hated it. Okay. Let me just really quick. Nope. African wild dog. Well, they look pretty much just like hyenas. They're just more spotted. For today, I'm just going to stick with hyena. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little bit of paint. Hey there, Daring. Good morning. Let's get a little base color down on our hyena, shall we? So, does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? The Chicago Marathon is happening this weekend, and I am going to be going to celebrate, cheer on a good friend of mine, good friend of ours. Which is going to be real nice. That's Sunday. And then tomorrow, I think we're pretty well planning on just kind of taking it easy. Still kind of recovering from last weekend. Okay, let's sketch another little guy on here, shall we? Goodness, hyenas have crazy, powerful looking mouths. I think I tried to do an open mouth hyena, like a hyena with an open mouth the last time I rolled a hyena, and I really, really didn't like it. So I'm going for round 2. Okay. Bear with me here while I meticulously draw out some teeth that you can't see yet, but that was my problem last time, is I tried to not draw the teeth and just kind of go without, and that was not ideal. Then we have these bottom teeth, just crazy jaws on these things. Okay. Oh, thanks, Darren. Usually is a pretty good time. It's fun watching the runners, just because, like, A, peak physical form, B, silly costumes. There's always silly costumes at the marathon. People who are, like, trying to cheer on or be noticed by their runner, whoever that is, or runners who are running through the entire marathon wearing, like, a silly, like a Batman costume or something. It's really fun. Everyone really comes together for it. Exactly, Daring. I agree. There's a lot of commonality between the creatives and the athletes, because there's just this sort of this sense of, like, why can't I just push it to the limit? It's one of those that, there's a lot of people who are like, why would you ever want to, run a marathon? No, thank you. And while I certainly am not interested in running a marathon, I understand why people do it. Pushing themselves to their limits, trying to do, better than last time. It's a thing that human beings do. It's kind of like right into our code. It's the same reason why we, like, went to the moon, and why we, you know, there's lots of things that we do just because we're like, I just think it would be cool to do that. You know what I mean? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's give this a quick dry. Hold on, wait. I'm going to do something while this is still a little wet. Always a cat hair. Always a cat hair joining up my paintbrush. Okay. I'm going to heat tool this, and then we're going to use colored pencil, and then we'll finish up. I really like how it's coming, though. Close. Okay. Thank you, Daring. Oh, I want it more than that. Keep accidentally pulling the whole top off of this thing. That'll do. Let's see, where on earth are this creature's eyes? Halfway. Okay, let's do something with a little bit more oomph, a little bit more visible. Let's go for lovely little processed red. It's kind of just like a pink, honestly. You know what? I'm actually going to add a little. Yeah. And also, before I forget, I meant to color this guy's tongue blue. It's blue tongue skink mix, after all. Okay. Now, what's a hyena's mouth look like when it's closed? Like a dog. All right, here comes the part I'm most nervous about, which is the teeth. Okay. Where is that reference I got of the old hyena mouth? There you are. Hmm. Okay. Now, I am going to leave it right there for now because this looks really good and I'm way over time. But I really enjoy this one. This one's super cool. Super cool. It's way better than my last hyena. Wait, let me find it for reference because it looks awful. I think it was a weasel hyena, so I kind of had that working against me. Where are you? There it is. That was my hyena from late August, so like over a month ago. And then that's where we are now. So, yeah. I really didn't like this one. But I like this one a lot better. Yeah, definitely extended. Right. Well, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you everyone for joining me for sketch session. And I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. And I hope you take care of yourself. Okay. I'll see y'all later.